Hi, I'm Shazali Ramli. I'm the CEO of Sarcom Aziata Berhad. When I was in college, I aspired to be somebody what I am today. I always wanted to lead an organization and break new frontiers, creating new waves and new innovations, new styles, new industry, and leave a mark on my name as one of the more successful ones. One very specific thing that I did, and because I knew I want to be somebody like that, was to continue leading whenever I have an opportunity. I tried to lead as many organizations as I can when I was young to gain the exposure and experience and to feel how it's like to at least lead a number of people or become a leader to a few thousand people if I have the opportunity. That's exactly what I did. My first real job is I interviewed myself for a job that I created, and I end up selling yogurt in Jalan Raja Alang, Kampung Baru. I was self-employed to start off with, because in the year when I came back, it was total recession in Malaysia, and there was hardly any job around. But if you wait for something to happen and you don't have the confidence of dealing with yourself, then you probably have a tough time getting a job. What you should do is sometimes take time out and interview yourself and say what you can do, be confident, and then take it and start doing it. And someone will notice you. I was selling yogurt in one afternoon. It was Ramadan, I remember, and the director of marketing of Unilever walked by. He bought 6 packs and then left his card with me, and I then presented my name and my CV and as a management trainee offering at Unilever Brothers Malaysia. I got the job after that. I joined Sarcom in 2005, 2006, and then that's why I am here today. And today, Selcom has grown from strength to strength. We are on our 27th consecutive growth in terms of revenue and profitability. And today marks about 7 years of positive performance in terms of a turnaround of our JLCs, if you look within the context of our performance today. Well, I used to be the president of the business society. We printed 3,000 t-shirts and only got 16 sold. So that's probably one of the worst marketing events that ever happened in my whole entire life. You have to find opportunities from a problem. I remember when we had I was just telling you about the 3,000 t-shirts that we produced and hardly sold any. And then I have to make a decision before we incur more losses. So what we did was I turned it around into a charity move by donating the whole t-shirts to a charity home around the country. That makes a much more reputable return to the organization, which in return create a new dimension of opportunities for us to grow. That was the business society at UIT and Perlis. One thing that I probably have, which is quite strong, is confidence. I think I walk out into the work market with confidence. I have nothing else apart from my degree, but I'm very, very determined, and I was very sure, and my assertion of getting a position somewhere for me within the crowded market is quite definite. So given that confidence, I think I make up the job I want. You have to have a unique selling proposition about who you are so that people know exactly what you can and what you cannot do. Now, that's not about bragging. That's not about being arrogant. That's about being sure. That's about being confident and about being outright. The whole idea of a learning process is to keep listening, keep reading, and keep wondering, because if you stop doing that, you won't learn anything. The one thing I do most of the time, if I can, is to listen, and that's how I learn. I think the only reason why you speak because you listen. It's all related because when you keep on speaking and not listening, then you will hear yourself. So for everyone who wants to excel, get out of the shell of not being able to speak freely, but speaks rationally, so that you will be able to have a good conversation while you are listening to the points of others. That gives you a good two-way balance about your personality, and then that will be most likely the most sought after values when you are in a job market. So one tip is be yourself. You got to be as transparent as you can and be very sure who you are and what you can do. And once you are very certain about that, use that to your advantage. In that sense, you have to know, you have to be able to understand what kind of person are you and where you want to go. And be clear, be assertive about that point to everyone that you meet. Tell them, speak out, be visible so that we know how to shape you.